What's up, brilliant coders and future AI dance stars? It's your girl, Allie, and I'm your host for Code Along with Black Girls Code. Today, we're combining creativity, movement, and technology to create something truly unforgettable. Are you ready to teach an AI to recognize your poses and movements and bring them to life with cool effects? Ready to get coding? Let's go. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel. All right, before we dive into coding, let's make sure we've got everything ready to roll. Here's what we need: a Teachable machine account to train our AI. You can get started at teachablemachine.withgoogle.com. You'll also need a p5.js account for coding the visual effects. If you don't have one yet, sign up at editor.p5js.org. Got everything? Great. Let's jump into the first step: training your AI to recognize your poses. We're going to use Google's Teachable machine to train our AI. Don't worry, it's super easy and fun. First, head over to Teachable machine and then click Get Started. Then select Image Project and choose Standard Image Model. Click the Webcam button and select your webcam from the drop-down. Then hit the Settings gear icon. Let's tweak a couple things. Toggle Hold to Record to Off. Set the delay to 5 seconds and leave duration at 6 seconds. Save your settings. Why are we adjusting these settings? This setup helps us capture multiple poses quickly while keeping each recording consistent in length. Trust me, it'll make things run much smoother. Rename class 1 to your first pose. Let's call it Heart Hands. Click Record and strike your pose when the countdown hits 0. Record for at least 6 seconds. Repeat this for a few more poses, like Wave, and don't forget to create a nothing class where you're just standing still. The nothing class is super important. It teaches the AI to recognize when you're not doing a specific pose. Without it, the AI might think every movement is a pose, and that's not what we want. Once you've recorded all your poses, hit Train Model to process your data. This might take a minute, so be patient. And it's done! Way to go! We just trained our AI. Let's click Export Model and then Upload Model. Now copy the link that pops up. This is the link you'll need to use in your code. Now that our AI is trained, it's time to bring it to life with p5.js. Open up your p5.js editor and let's get coding. Go to the provided starter code link on screen and duplicate the file by clicking File, then Duplicate. Rename it to include your name so it's personalized. I'll name my file Allie AI Poses. Take that link you copied from Teachable Machine and replace the image model URL in your code. Don't forget to put it in quotation marks. By doing this, you're linking your AI model to your code so it knows exactly what poses to look for. AI and code are the perfect team. First, we start with the basic structure of the if statement. It looks like this. Take a look at my code. Feel free to pause to make sure you have it all. Here's what's happening in the code. If is a keyword that starts the statement. It means, hey, check if something is true. Inside the parentheses, we're checking the value of label, which holds the pose detected by the AI. The double equal sign is a comparison operator. It means is equal to. So we're asking, is the pose that the AI detected equal to heart hands? If the answer is yes, the code inside the curly braces will run. Let's add some code inside the curly braces. We'll use the text function to display an emoji when the AI detects the heart hands pose. Here's what this line does. This line tells the program to display the heart emoji in the center of the screen. Adding the width and height places the emoji at the center by dividing the width and the height of the canvas in half. Now we want to check for other poses, like wave. We'll use an else if statement. This is like saying, if it's not heart hands, then check if it's wave. Else if means if the first condition wasn't true, then check this one. If the pose is wave, it will display the wave emoji at the center of the screen, just like we did with the heart emoji earlier. And lastly, we want to reset the screen when the AI detects nothing, meaning you're just standing still. This helps us clear the canvas. This is important because when the AI detects nothing, we want the screen to be clear so it doesn't display any emojis or effects. Background 255 resets the background to a white color. The 255 represents the color white in RGB. RGB is an acronym for red, green, blue, and is a color model that screen displays use to represent various colors. It combines 3 colors, red, green, and blue, to create different hues. Here's what all of that code looks like typed out. Take a moment to pause and double check that yours matches mine. Let's recap. The if statement checks if the AI detects the heart hands pose. If it does, it shows a heart emoji. The else if checks for the wave pose and displays a wave emoji. And the final else if checks for the nothing pose and resets the screen to white. You can add more poses by simply copying and pasting the else if block, changing the label, and adding a new effect. The possibilities are endless. What poses are you going to include? Now it's time to test your creation. Press play and strike your poses. Can you trigger each effect? Make sure you save your work so that you can share it. We did it! We used AI encoding to create a super cool and interactive project. We learned how to train an AI to recognize poses, set up p5.js to display effects, and customize the code to make it our own. I've had so much fun learning and coding right along with you all. I can't wait to see what you create. See you soon!